this character.
His function is perfect. Before we start, do me a quick favor and leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment. Now, let's get moving. What's up, guys? Lego the Pencil here, and let's talk about Cell and why I think he is the perfect abomination. So, Cell serves a very interesting function in the narrative. To be fair, Cell wasn't supposed to exist, and honestly, I'm really intrigued to see where Toriyama was going to take the initial arc of Androids 19 and 20. I wonder where we could have gone with that, especially since it was so heavily linked into the past. However, the reason I enjoy Cell so much is because Cell really is the culmination of Dragon Ball up to the point where he existed and was our main villain. And what I mean by that is multiple functions. One, he's the culmination of everyone, obviously. He's the culmination of Frieza, King Cold, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo. Those are his main five. He has all that DNA in him. He is the result of all that fusing together, and it looks absolutely disgusting. From semi-perfect to imperfect to perfect. I think even Perfect Cell looks a bit weird. However, it makes sense. He's an abomination. He wasn't made to exist, but he is the perfect life form. I like that. He's a culmination of all the attacks of every single fighter that we've ever seen. Even fighters that he doesn't have in his DNA, technically. He can use the multiform technique. He can use whatever he wants, really, and then he's even allowed to use the spirit bomb in some video games. All that is really, really cool. It's a combination of everything we had seen up to that point, leading up to Cell himself. Another great thing that I like about Cell that makes him the culmination of everything. Cell defeated pretty much every, what's the word I'm looking for, legacy character. He defeated Goku. He survived Tien. He defeated Piccolo, he defeated Vegeta, he defeated Trunks, he defeated every character who up to that point in the series had some sort of legacy moment to them. For Vegeta, it was his fight against Goku. For Goku, it was him being the main character. For Piccolo, it was him being the villain of the main arc. For Trunks, it was Trunks showing up and destroying Frieza again. All these characters had their own legacy moments to them that made them memorable and stand out, and Cell defeated all of them, showing that the culmination of all the legacies, which is what Cell was superior to the legacy parts in of themselves. Cell really is the culmination of everything that ever happened in Dragon Ball. And the great thing is that he fights what all of Dragon Ball was leading up to. Yes, Perfect Cell versus Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is perfect in my mind. Sure, is it a curb stomp? Either way, and then not really much of a fight, yes. However, what I enjoy so much is how Cell interplays off of Gohan. He's literally everything Gohan doesn't want to be. He's a merciless killer who cares about nothing but fighting, while Gohan is one of the softest characters in the entire series who despises fighting. They're literal diametric opposites, and that's just their fight in particular. I like Cell all the way from his introduction, and I'm definitely going to do a video talking about Cell's introduction. However, the main thing that I enjoy about Cell's introduction is the air of pure terror that comes with Cell. Because the thing about Cell's introduction in particular is that it's not like any villain introduction we had up to that point. Cell was a mystery. Cell was a rumor. Cell was a mysterious monster on the TV. Towns are disappearing, but not because the androids are destroying them, not because some villain has come and wreaked havoc and done wide-scale destruction. People are just disappearing, one by one. And you have that build-up when you're initially watching Dragon Ball and you have no idea about Cell, which I didn't when I was a kid. Watching the terror of Cell just build up Piccolo, after fusing with Kami, after becoming so much more powerful, wanders down to the earth. And he just comes across the empty town, and this monster walks up to him and just drains the life of another living being right in front of him. When I tell you I am traumatized to this day from that moment, it's such a powerful and potent introduction, and it shows such a great contrast, because look at how Cell starts. Cell starts hidden from the world, hidden from everyone. Cell is scared, really, because he has just woken up, he needs a whole lot more power, and he can't really fight everybody. He can't go get the androids, he can't go kill Goku. To be fair, he doesn't know where Goku is, but Cell's not that powerful. And seeing him go from this person who was hiding and was just accidentally discovered by the TV to growing to Perfect Cell, this character that puts himself on TV, who creates the Cell games, who's so arrogant and powerful. And Cell has the most... Do I say he has the most? Yeah, out of all the major Dragon Ball Z villains, when they stay villains, so Vegeta doesn't count. No, Vegeta doesn't count. When they stay out of all the villains we have, your Friezas, your Majin Buus, your Cells, Cell has the most interesting character progression, because the great thing about Cell's character growth is that it's not necessarily growth, because it was all there to begin with. Imperfect Cell is sneaky, conniving, intelligent, forward-thinking. He's honestly like a bit of Piccolo and a bit of Frieza. He's deceitful, he's a deceiver, and he's a quick, and he doesn't like losing, so he gets out of there as quick as possible. I like that. In Semi-Perfect Cell, he's really this person who has gotten a little bit of that power. He's gotten a taste of it, except that power went straight to his head. The Vegeta in Cell really shines through in Semi-Perfect Cell. He's so confident. After having a rather pitched battle with Android 16, what happens? Semi-Perfect Cell knocks his block off. Like, it's that simple. The growth in power just leads to this massive, arrogant ego boost, and it makes sense that it was Vegeta who came in and fought him. You notice that? Piccolo came and fought Imperfect Cell, and thus Imperfect Cell was a perfect mirror to Piccolo. Vegeta came in and put in the work against Semi-Perfect Cell, and the Semi-Perfect Cell was a perfect mirror to Vegeta. And then you have Goku fighting Perfect Cell, and Goku being the pinnacle of the past, being the pinnacle of Dragon Ball, being our main character for all these years, going up against the culmination of everything that Goku's ever faced, worked with, or fought against. It's amazing. It's such great character reflection. And then, as much as I don't like Super Perfect Cell, because it's just so, the name is what throws it off for me. I don't know. I know like Perfect or Cell would be stupider, but Super Perfect Cell, the thing that gets me about him is that he perfectly mirrors Gohan, because he's a person consumed by rage that just wants to get his revenge for being humiliated like that, except he's still Perfect Cell in the sense that he's confident that he has the power to completely control the situation, just like Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan did. And just like Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan's own arrogance cost him the fight, can you imagine what would have happened if Cell had killed Gohan? When Gohan was off guard from Goku's death, and he just showed back up. But no, he killed Trunks. He didn't care. He thought, oh, the fight's over. I'm this powerful, there's no way anyone can stop me. I think that's why I like Cell so much. Cell is the perfect mirror to every single character that he has a major fight against. Even against Trunks, who I think the fight is pretty much pointless. I think Trunks is pretty much pointless for the most part in the Android arc. Once he kills Frieza and gives the heart medicine all the way through until he goes back and kills the androids in his timeline. The thing that I like about that fight so much is because this Cell and that Trunks are really kind of the same person, as in they are both beings who don't belong in this respective timeline, yet are both gaining benefits from it. Cell mirrors everybody perfectly whenever he fights them. Except, I mean, does Tien count? Does Tien count? Does Tien count? I don't think Tien counts. If Tien counts, even then you could say that's a wonderful mirror, because it's two people who really don't... It's sad to say, but Tien doesn't necessarily have a purpose on the Dragon team. Like, TFS puts it best when their Semi-Perfect Cell says, "You're no android, you're no Namekian, and you're certainly no Super Saiyan." Tien's a sore thumb and missed all the powerful Z fighters, and Cell is a sight he's just sore looking, like he's disgusting. Even then, you can draw that parallel. I like it so much. Cell is the perfect abomination to me because he embodies everything about Dragon Ball in a really interesting way. From having all their attacks, to having most of their biology, to using it to his advantage. And also the fact that every single person he mirrors so well. You can see the aspects of him in those characters and how it affects him and affects the narrative as a whole. Because can you imagine if Imperfect Cell had Semi-Perfect Cell's mindset? He wouldn't have survived against Piccolo. He would have died. And that's crazy to think about. And of course, I like Cell so much because of that character growth, that tangible character growth. It's simple. The reason I like transformations when they're done well in my mind is a transformation has to change a character. For a transformation to be effective, it either has to signal a change in the character with a relationship to another character, which is why I find KCM just completely fine. Kurama Chakra Mode, I think it's fine as a transformation. Or it has to fundamentally change the character in a way, which is why I think Super Saiyan's so good initially, because it literally turns Goku into a rage monster. I like these transformations that work actively to show us that our character who underwent the transformation has changed, and Cell does that perfectly. He mirrors everybody perfectly, and he has some of the best fights ever. Goku versus Cell, it's great. I don't know why I didn't put it in the top. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan versus Cell, the most iconic beam struggle in the series. Outside, I don't know, like that Kaioken Kamehameha versus Galaga, but the fact that I have to think about that already goes to show how great that fight is. And honestly, if Dragon Ball would have ended there, you wouldn't catch me complaining. Goku's dead, Gohan fulfilled his purpose, everything would have been so fine, but still, it's great. And I honestly, here's the thing, do I want a resurrection of C, or Cell's revival? Yes and no. I would love to see what Cell could do for the narrative, especially considering how much different he is, and how his perfect form more so mirrors Goku in the sense that he just wants a good fight. I just would like to see how Cell would react to the more modern era of Dragon Ball that has left him so far behind. Like, I've gathered enough ki to blow away the solar system. Meanwhile, characters are just punching away universes by complete accident. I think that's really cool. So in a sense, I really want to see Cell back. I would love to see him back, but at the same time, I'm fine that he stays dead. But hey, you guys tell me what you guys think about Cell in the comment section down below. I really enjoy him. That's the thing. He's like easy a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 villain for me, mainly for the fact of how well he does in all his assets. But please tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is That Guy with a Pencil, writing off.